Hi everyone and welcome to a new video. This is one of those videos I wanted to do for a long time, but there was never a perfect moment. Today I just decided let's do it. In this video I want to talk about modern middleweight sport touring motorcycles, or if you want, sport tourers or road focused crossovers. And I want to speak about them from the angle of traveling, because traveling is what I do. Of course, you can travel on any motorcycle. People travel on scooters, naked bikes and even sport bikes. But if you want a bike that is serious for a long distance and at the same time is fun and engaging on twisty mountain roads, serpentines and still capable in town for daily rides, then this segment is becoming the most logical choice. Today I want to talk about 4 bikes which in my opinion are headliners of this segment in Europe. Triumph Tiger 660 Sport, Triumph Tiger 800 Sport, Yamaha Tracer 7 and Yamaha Tracer 9. These 4 for me are the best mix of value, fun, touring ability and real-life practicality. For many years traveling bikes meant big adventure motorcycles, big engines, big weight and big price. And honestly, prices went crazy. Today, a proper big touring bike is often close to 20,000 euros or above, and once you add basic accessories such as luggage, protection, comfort things, you're already over that line. At the same time, roads are improving everywhere, more places are paved, and after the ADV boom, many riders realized something. Adventure bikes try to be everything, but they don't really excel in one direction, and for most riders they never actually leave asphalt. Yes, you can modify any motorcycle, you can make it more street oriented or more off-road focused, but then you kill the idea of the bike because you pay for everything and then you don't use it. That's why road-focused touring machines are coming back and manufacturers clearly notice it. Yamaha never killed sport touring, Kawasaki also stayed there, but for some time many brands focused on crossovers and ADV motorcycles. Now brands like Triumph and Honda are coming back with road-focused travel bikes, and when you look at the middleweight segment between 600cc and 1000cc, if you want something that is fun, comfortable and can do distance, then market becomes very clear. Triumph Tiger Sport and Yamaha Tracer are the strongest choices, and honestly all of them are great fun. From my own experience, Triumph and Yamaha really stand out in a segment when it comes to riding feel, character and overall enjoyment. Before we go further, I want to clarify one thing. This video is not about spec comparison, it's not about who has better screen or newest electronics. Because every year these bikes get new dash, new design, more electronics, some small changes, but they still play in the same niche and they still target the same use cases. So my goal is different. I want to talk about platforms and positioning, and I want to talk about traveling practicality. Because electronics age quickly, but platforms and real touring ability stays for years. So question is, which of these bikes is just a fun sporty crossover and which one is actually a serious long-distance touring machine? To keep things simple in the beginning, Tiger 660 is alternative to Tracer 7 and Tiger 800 targets Tracer 9, at least by power and engine size. On paper it looks correct, but in reality this pairing becomes tricky because Yamaha and Triumph build these lineups in very different ways. First, Yamaha. Tracer 7 is the only twin-cylinder bike here. It has the famous CP2 engine. And this engine is everywhere for a reason. It's popular because it's friendly, reliable, torquey and fun. Now some people look at Tracer 7 and think, oh, it is simple, maybe it is beginner's bike. But I tested this bike in real life, miles after miles after miles, in all weather, in heat, rain, cold, wind, on tarmac and even some gravel roads, with many different riders, from younger riders to very serious riders. And I can tell you, Tracer 7 is a serious touring motorcycle. Why? Because you can set it up properly. It has fully adjustable suspension, central stand option, heated grips option, proper luggage setup, and it's not overloaded with electronics. It gives real feedback, it feels mechanical, it is easy to ride but not toy-like riding. And another important point, it is a build quality. After a long time in use, no rattles, no loose panels, no weird sounds, nothing. Fairing still tight, ball still tight, It feels durable. So Tracer 7 is not just entry bike, it is a brilliant all-around travel machine and also a great downsizing option from bigger bikes. And then Yamaha has very clear step up, which is Tracer 9. This is not just same bike with more power, this is a different platform, different frames, which is delta box, triple engine instead of twin, bigger, longer, heavier, and this bike shines on highways, long distance touring, two-up riding, and fast touring. So Yamaha created a very clear ladder, Tracer 7 to Tracer 9. If you are shorter, older, or want lightweight versatility, then Tracer 7 is for you. If you are taller, want more power, want two-up and highway strengths, then Tracer 9. Upgrade and downgrade makes sense. Now Triumph. Tiger 660 and Tiger 800 are very interesting because they are almost the same motorcycle in many ways. It is the same platform, same chassis, same size, same ergonomics, same accessories, but performance and parts are different. That creates a different buying dynamic. Tiger 660 is a great bike. It looks amazing, design is beautiful, and the triple engine is punchy. If you rev it, it gives you a fire. It's not boring at all. Also, I want to be clear, even advanced riders can consider 660. It's not just beginner's bike, it is a good motorcycle. But from the touring point of view, it has limitations. This is where small things actually matter. First, suspension adjustability. Tiger 660 does not give full adjustability. If you ride solo, maybe it's okay, but if you want to tour seriously with luggage, some extra weight, maybe passengers sometimes, then suspension adjustability becomes important. Not for everyone, but it's real limitation. Second, central stand. Tiger 660 does not allow a central stand as an option. For me, for travel bike, that's bummer, because for chain care, parking, clothing, even small repairs, central stand is a big travel feature. Third, details and durability. Plastics feel cheaper, and I personally noticed rattles earlier, not after years, after weeks. For a new premium badge bike, it's not ideal. Still, it is a strong value package, it gives a lot for money, but because of these practical touring limitations, I see it slightly more as crossovers that can tour, rather than tourers that can do everything. Now Tiger 800. This bike is what many people actually wanted. Better suspension, better brakes, more power. It targets riders with more budget who want premium components and who often want to downsize from bigger, heavier bikes. Funny thing, power-wise it is closer to Tracer 9, but in size and feeling it is closer to Tracer 7. It's modern but not gadget on the wheels. It still keeps simplicity and riding purity, and again, same platform as 660, so here is the problem. When you choose between 660 and 800, sometimes it's not satisfying, because you look at 660 and you think, wow, value is amazing, but you know 800 exists. And you look at 800 and you think, this is a bike I really want, but you also think, why it is so close to 660 and why is the gap not more clear? With Yamaha the ladder is obvious, with Tigers the line is blurred. Sometimes I even think if Triumph could make 800 a little bit cheaper, maybe you don't even need 660. Because the platform is the same, it's not a big engineering step up, it's more like same bike, upgraded components and power. Also two-up and luggage. Tigers can do it, but they're not the best two-up touring machines. Luggage is practical, shape is fine, but plastics feel cheaper compared to what you expect. Now I want to do one interesting exercise. Let's imagine these four bikes are from the same brand. Not Triumph, not Yamaha, just four motorcycles, how I would build the hierarchy. I put Tiger 660 at the bottom, not because it's bad, it is great motorcycle, but it lacks a few touring fundamentals, right? Full suspension adjustability, central stand option, and higher quality plastics. Still is a beautiful design, great engine and strong value. Next would be the Tracer 7. Even if it looks simple, it is extremely capable. It has fully adjustable suspension, central stand, solid build quality which stays over the time, real touring readiness without being a gadget. And then I put Tiger 800. But I will say this clearly, Tiger 800 is closer to Tracer 7 than to Tracer 9. Even though it has power close to Tracer 9, The bike itself, size, simplicity, use case is more like Tracer 7. So for many riders, Tiger 800 is exactly the right middle ground. And on top is Tracer 9. This is the biggest platform here, most sophisticated engineering, most stable long-distance touring capability, best for highways and tour riding. It stands above the other three mechanically. So in the end, I would group them like this. Group 1 is a Tiger 660, Tracer 7 and Tiger 800. These bikes target similar people. Riders who want to downsize, riders who want versatility, riders who want town riding plus weekend riding plus touring sometimes, riders who don't need a big heavy bike, riders with moderate physical demands. Yes, they have different angles, but overall they sit in one group. Group 2 is a Tracer 9. Tracer 9 is simply the higher end platform. It doesn't mean it's better for everyone, but it is different level of touring tool. So if your main focus is traveling, here's a simple summary. Tracer 7 is the best real touring value bike here. It is friendly, capable, adjustable, durable, and proven in real travel conditions. Tiger 800 is also a very strong touring choice with more power and premium parts while keeping simplicity. Tracer 9 is a more serious long-distance platform, especially for highways and tour-up. Tiger 660 is still capable and very fun, but few missing practical details make it more compromised touring. And again, you can travel on any bike, but those small practical things matter when you travel far. That's my take on 4 headliners in the middleweight sport touring segment. If you're choosing between these bikes, hope this helps you to understand positioning and purpose, and not just horsepower and electronics. And for my North American viewers, remember, Tracer 7 is not available in the US, so your equation is different. It is Tiger 660, Tiger 800 and Tracer 9. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers!